Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn. I have two quickie Divine Masculine Twin Flame reads for you guys. So stay tuned, take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and healing. Okay, so I have two reads for you today for the Divine Masculine Twin Flames. Thank you all for being here, for sharing your time with me. And of course, if you like the video, if you like the content, please like it and share it. And please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And any comments are always welcome. All of my information is below, as well as on my website, twinflames3344.com. My Gmail is the same address, twinflames3344. And I'm going to start with showing you the pictures of the two reads today. This is the first read, the main part of the read, and then the full read. All right, and this is from the 13th. The reads are from 13th to the 14th. The second read was done last night for today. Okay, there's the second read that's in front of you, and that's the full read that's in front of you, so you can take a snapshot if you want to follow along with the cards as I'm going. Okay. It is a 7-deck read, so it's a lot of energy, a lot of information that comes up, and it's a general read, so please, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. And it is for the Divine Masculine, so that includes the masculine within the feminine as well. Okay. So this first read was done on the Am I looking at the right one? Just give me 1 second. Yeah, so today, oh, okay. Yesterday was, so this is the 12th and 13th because today's the 14th, but the one done last night was for today. And this, the 12 is 25. All right, so we have the day of the 12th was the 12 of the Hangman energy, and the day added up to 25, which is the Knight of Wands. So that's kind of a contrast of energies, right? Because the Hangman is very still, seeing new perspectives and wise, and the Knight of Wands is very get up and go. You know, it's very passionate and moving. So I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck at 5:30 that day, so that was late that evening as well. And I was getting, as I was clarifying with the cards, and some of the words get covered up, I was getting He star, H-E star, and an ancial discipline or zip line, actually I was getting. But I was getting also the sip line. So something ancial about that, and it can reference discipline as well. So instead of being discipline, being something positive. So then I was getting, after I laid the Judgment card and Hierophant card, I was getting what motivates one to sin. But I wrote sign, so the sine wave was coming up here too. And then that was at 5:36. He star was at 35, which is the Wounded Warrior. The what motivates one to sin was coming up at 36, which is the Ten of Wands. And then at 5:44 on the 12th, and 44 being the Four of Cups, the grounding and integrating and receiving of love, I was getting, and if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened. So that was coming up from Jesus Christ Superstar. And yeah, and so questioning also whether or not the Divine Feminine, actually questioning whether the Divine Masculine is actually dark or light, right? Are they truly in their knowing? So I finished the read at 5:49, and 5 is the Hierophant, 49 is the Nine of Cups, and the major arcana for this first read were the Shadow, which is the Devil, Luna, the Moon, karma, the judgment card, and the star. Before the read and after the read, because I always pull a few cards on either side. Before the read was reason, or the emperor, and after the read was transition, or the death card. We had 2 swords, 2 cups, 2 wands, and 1 pentacle. So very balanced. And the King of Swords came up as the court card along with the King of Wands. The King of Pentacles did also come up before the read, so we had 3 kings here. Also in this read, we had triple 8s and double 10s. So 8's very significant, and then double 10s as well. We also had 4, 7, and 9. 4, 78 actually. 4 is the Emperor, 9 is the Hermit, 78 is the 10 of Pentacles. And then also in a lesser sense, we had 14, which is the Temperance card, 45, which is that 5 of Cups, that grieving card, 57, the 3 of Swords, the separation and heartbreak card, and then 89, which is the reflection of human body temperature, 98, which means it's off balance, right? It's either too hot or too cold. And then 9, 10, begin again, so start again. The code line was all about financial discipline, and the number 4, which again is the Hierophant, and also building, stability, structure. And financial discipline was covered partially, so it was coming up as fin, ancial, and then discipline. Okay, so for discipline, really coming up as, instead of being a negative thing, a positive thing. And again, discipline has to do with being a disciple, but what it really means, discipline, is being disciple to yourself, to your own knowing. And then financial was coming up as, well, fin definitely can reference fish and financial things, obviously. And the fin, oh, that's interesting, because the difference in a dolphin and a porpoise, the dolphin's fin is curved, whereas the porpoise fin is straight, and the dolphins are more social with that curved fin. So that's coming up as well. Emotional intelligence of the mother, the divine feminine, and the moral man, toggling up the false light, or the luna, at the new moon or at night. The 4 of Pentacles, the crystal suite of the divine masculine's heart in the bat cave. I was also getting, for the feminine energy here, or in the changes, I am 16 going on 17. So somebody's turning 17, so that's a big deal for a teenager, of course. But I was also getting 7, 17, and 70 all coming up. The Knight in the bat cave, the divine masculine's heart, with a heart of crystal that's sweet, saint, and on path. I am 16 going on 17, and then I was getting Old MacDonald again with the E-I-E-I-O, which references the change in the chakra system on 2 people in the human, all right? So E is that change, freedom, expansion, and the lowercase I is, for me, is code for the chakra system. And then the 0 is the human embodiment of Source. So we have 2 EIs, so 2 humans expanding their chakra system together, E-I-E-I-O. Expanding the chakra system times 2 and back to 0 point, I love you. Expanding the chakra system with Master Eve, which can reference the nighttime, or with the divine feminine, or a Reiki Master, right, as a master. The moral man toggling up at night in the caveman suite, being the bat cave, okay? So financial, secondary, discipline was coming up, like I said, sip line, which has to do with your lips, right? Like zip it. So the sip line, the zip line, and then I was getting rest in peace for some reason, but for the R to be crossed out, which then is IP, which is an IP address, and then I was getting the CIP line. So the C of the sine wave, or the C curve, in the IP address. So when I looked up C, it comes up as programming language, malware, or bad SIP line or zip line. Not good at being a disciple of self. So like, it's like the masculine saying, I need someone to, to program my my C drive. The dis-C, or program language. It's like instead of disease, it was coming up as dis-C, the C curve, the energy wave. It's like saying too that you have a disease of the energy lines, like the nadis in your body. You know, the flower of life, the two petals, the two lines that make up the petal are the energy lines, just like the two energy lines coming up the Kundalini spine. So it's like the masculine saying, my energy is diseased, my energy field. So shadow, we start this first read on the 12th with the shadow card reversed, the devil, and beneath it was the 8 of Pentacles upright, the reason or the emperor upright, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the 9 of Swords reversed. So detox after alignment, the emperor ungrounded or lost money and status, or all about their finances, suffering in silence and a nightmare, post-war alignment, working on details, getting their ducks in a row, in line for the Page of Cups or message of love. So again, somebody could be turning 17. The 10 of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss, or end at night, or the perhaps a Cancer, Queen of Pentacles reversed, withholding to come together in joy. In the end of a financial cycle, or a fin cycle, an era, and that can reference the Jesus era of the past 2,000 years, the lunar cycle, or of false feminine light, magnetizing or threatening to drop the bomb on them before coming together as a group over the Page of Cups or puppy love. Connection of the Queen of Swords knowing about sharing with star, a dream, healing, honey bear, magician. I was just getting Elton John too. Honey bear, you nearly had me roped and tied. So that's coming up as well. No peaceful place. The magician manifested a breakup or no affection and no peaceful place to go at 6:34, which is the Lovers and the 8 of Wands, the arrows of love. No Garden of Eden, but the tools are on the table, or the cards are on the table, by the roses and the curtains, the boat out of water, or return from a trip, or trippin', return from that, like, you know, out in space, they're back on the ground. No apples or oranges or burning bush, just DNA strand, drumstick, performance artist, or dancing to the oldies, or sweating up a storm, or watching the 10 Commandments. At 6:38, which is the Lovers and the Queen of Cups, or they may be watching Jesus Christ Superstar. Detoxing chaos with no peaceful place to go, uncomfortable energies with drinker or potion maker with attitude and bad temper. Losing the battle after conflict or game, sports, or getting over loss, regret, the past, with the 10 of Cups reversed, an unhappy family or a cycle that's overdone, but uncomfortable energies still lingering on. Head down, no family support, and no sound of music, no singing, no voice. Deception comes up, and beneath that was getting to know each other, getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, hoping that you still like me. Is that right? I can't remember the word, but anyway, you get the, so day by day is coming up. The Ace of Cups, new love, the silver cup on display, refusing to wake up from the nightmare, or wake from the dream to live the nightmare. The Page of Cups, unable to find how to express their heart, and patient angel, not so patient, or Sagittarius reverse, drinking again. The underlying energy is, there's Aries upright, Cancer upright, Gemini reversed, Virgo upright, Gemini upright, so there's two different Gemini energies, could be one person or two, Aquarius upright, and Sagittarius reversed. Spirituality came up for the masculine, and beneath that was creativity. And the King of Swords reversed, negative, lying, or verbally abusive, or just silent. The King of Cups reversed, emotionally abusive or unavailable, or over-emotional, or drinker, not sleeping and needing to rise above, or slept well after connecting one-to-one, or psychically, awakening and coming out about connection or dreams. Working or trying too hard with the High Priestess secret or intuitive abilities. The Page of Swords reversed, perhaps snapping at people, in negative self-talk, spying or lying, or silent treatment, or spreading rumors, or no messages at all, at 6:52, which is the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. Twinkle toes or pointed performance, purple tights or Teds under garments, the masquerade ball or Cirque du Soleil, and noticing perfect bodies and alignments, and the Page of Swords, unhappy they're not good enough for them. The Page of Swords reversed, detoxing chaos, or Capricorn reversed without peace and uncomfortable in the energies, with Sagittarius reversed or fallen angel, spiritual with number 77, and beneath that was karma reversed. Or not beneath that, but then we go on. All right, so the underlying energy ended at spiritual, the number 77, which is the sovereign energy. In the recent past is karma reversed. In deliberation, or made a poor decision, or choked on their words. In exile or breakup, no affection, in need of help from partner or connection, receiving a love offer from the Page of Swords, stepping up to the plate. The Hierophant reversed with news or break from institution, religion, or marriage, and or dependent or feeling powerless with financial drains, getting past the nightmare with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Taurus reversed, Aquarius reversed, and or Gemini reversed. The foundation here at the root of the matter is the Ten of Cups reversed, either a very unhappy family or the end of an emotional cycle overdone. The cycle overdone, dumping emotional attachments, found the one, but working too hard, Atlas, WAITE, or resistance training, dealing with pain and betrayal, or ending back pain and associated treatments. Detoxing in energetic exchange with lots of back and forth of communication or travel and expression of feelings at 702, 7 being the Chariot and 2 the High Priestess. The central energy or the heart of the matter is the King of Swords upright, with the Knight of Cups offering love to the Knight of Swords after separation and heartbreak, perhaps, or surgery. Stepping it up and sending a message of love or received one, and now divorced or outside the box, rushing in as the knight in shining armor with truth after poor judgment or long deliberation, swallowing your pride. The challenge being here, the moon upright at night, the King of Cups reversed with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Wands reversed, perhaps kids, or all three relatives or co-workers, and the secret is out of third party or work issues or the need to use your intuition at work. The Empress fell or tripped up or dropped the act at 739, which is the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. The detox or shadow work of the Capricorn reversed, withholding from hostage or is causing anxiety or energetic exchange at work, with the King of Pentacles reversed, awakening to guilt and shame and getting over themselves, standing up to others about the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Now the King of Wands, shaman, wounded warrior, without peace, choosing path of awakening from nightmare and suffering in silence, or perhaps dealing with a sister, death, dark night, transition after sudden events, an epiphany, negativity, lying or spying, or bad news bears. Together but distant and or apart, but close, the Emperor blows their top, crown, their cover, their mind, has an epiphany, eruption, of the Queen of Cups reversed, hostage, without peace and no peaceful place to go, falling for attention whore or under the radar, not pulling it out there in energetic not putting it out there in energetic exchange, the Dark Knight romantic tie, overworked, foolish behavior, or Leo or controlling self, the King of Pentacles reversed, holding on and being moderate and saving and grounding. No more sleazy sex with the Queen of Wands reversed, or not sleeping together and feeling guilty and getting over the loss, regret, the past, with the Knight of Cups offering love and protecting themselves, making nice in front of other people to make things look right. Soon as the Eight of Cups reversed, uncomfortable place to be, imprisoned and exposed all at the same time, or sunshine and full energy, or kids or Leo and knowing the whole time, but keeping it to themselves. Losing patience or no longer patient, or lost temper altogether, or Sagittarius reversed times 2, or 2 of them, separation, heartbreak, or eye surgery. The King of Swords hanging out to be wise, implementing a plan to visit, move, or end a marriage, or end a planned celebration, canceling a move or travel, or stuck in a state of emergency, unhappily so. Done fighting or losing battle, offering love or no competition, or only getting lovin' after a fight, or the Page of Cups is not fighting, just offering love to the King of Swords, Capricorn reversed. He sees himself as the Seven of Swords, passing and or receiving downloads, receiving new passion and offering the truth, or just missed the exchange and they need to back up a bit at 8:01, which is Strength and the Magician. Or they missed the point at 8:02, Strength and the High Priestess. Judgment not in their favor, or called out and choked, or forced to swallow their pride, or running or taking from Justice or Libra a bad decision, or the Aquarius reversed, stealing from them, lying or cheating from them or on them. Justice or Libra sharing or settling out, and the Page of Wands inspired by star, dream, healing, and choosing a new path, or the twin path. Around the Divine Masculine is the 10 of, or how he's seen, is the 10 of Wands burden, to get up the basement steps, out of the dark, looking back at the 6 of Cups, with Hermit shining their light so that he can see their destiny, or how to get up those steps. The block here is the 4 of Pentacles upright, the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave, all safe and sound, all safe and sound proofed. Unstable home and chaos, blocks and unhappy alone, or worries, Cancer reversed, will be dissatisfied with him. Financial discipline and parenting comes up here for the Divine Masculine. Perhaps cheating, stealing, and energetic vampiring going on, and financial drains all around him. Aquarius reversed, or the King of Wands depressed, losing hope or arrogant. Past making nice in front of others to stand up to or for the Page of Wands upright and the Page of Cups upright. Starting with the Queen of Swords, or Aquarius reversed, starting over, speaking her truth. Transition through the portal, standing up to the King of Pentacles reversed and Pisces reversed, or upside down world, or Divine Feminine in the 5D, or standing up for him and his twin. Withholding during the death process, with hands tied or in fear of being found out by Hermit in the Mary Magdalene cave, that he is the Magician, manifesting big time now, or the Divine Masculine is moving on up, away from the group down below, to the 5D, to the deluxe apartment in the sky, all tools on board. The King of Wands is watching all on 2 timelines, one alone and the other while doing shadow work at 8:17, Strength and the Star, with the Page of Swords and setting them straight. This was definitely a theme here with the King of Wands came up 3 times all in the same area in the present moment, dealing with a Page of Wands, a Page of Swords reversed, and or the King of Swords. So it can be 2 separate people, or the King of Swords with his inner child who's being impish. So the King of Wands was definitely dealing with that and setting them straight. Shadow work with the 10 of Cups reversed, passing downloads and climbing out of the dark space. Karma over for the King of Swords, challenged by night moves and uncomfortable energies, and in the Bat Cave. The King of Wands shaman and Aquarius reversed, or with depressing people in the transformation portal, an ending or death, holding back time, money, effort from prisoner in exile in the Mary Magdalene cave. Detoxing chaos, the Aquarius reversed, or judgment not in their favor, with the Page of Swords reversed. The 10 of Cups reversed, family, business, or community, unhappy with the King of Swords upright and the King of Wands upright, shaman, they're both upright, and challenged by the night, or settling tides after the full moon, sliding into the new moon. 2 men watching for downloads in uncomfortable energies or feelings of Atlas, loud, the weight of the world, the burden of the Divine Masculine's heart in the Bat Cave, depressed or losing hope through the transition with delays in a new start, and afraid of Hermit in the Mary Magdalene cave above the group at 8:28, which is the Strength and the 2 of Wands, choosing that new path. So that was the first read, and then last night's read is here. So I'm going to pull an energy card first to wrap up the read and our takeaway from that read. So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all who's concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? What is our takeaway from this first read on the 12th, going into this read for the 13th? What do we need to know? All right, so let's see what the energy deck has to say for us. Oh, that came right out. Indecision. Okay, so that's in choosing the path. Number 8, being strong, or thinking being strong is not making a choice, which of course it isn't, because it's all about choosing to transcend the moment and rise above. But then you wouldn't be still, vacillating between these 2 paths. So the 34 is also coming up, which is the 8 of Wands, that back and forth energy. And again, vacillating is that back and forth energy. The door to personal healing and happiness is bringing the outside indoors. You notice the outside's outside and inside, and the window is wide open. And there's that purity of the white bird. The bottom of the deck comes up as, we also have the sun there at the bottom of the deck, okay? So here comes the sun, da 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 da. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right, da 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 da. Okay, so here comes the sun. Make sure you take advantage of the sun while you still can, right? Because it's the end of the summer. We're into the fall now. So, you know, if you have that Indian summer, make sure to take advantage of it. We have the fish there. Oh, and I never noticed this too. There's a little baby over here in a, you know, like a stork's sack right there. If you can see close up. Okay, so there may be a new delivery. The fish, a goldfish, or maybe that's representing the Jesus energy. We have a book growing out of the plants here. So the plants and nature being your teacher. And we also have a handle of the cup, which looks like a tuba. So tuba might be coming up. And there's also a bird in a bird cage down here, which I never noticed. So those are the energies coming in, the underlying energies. But again, these are the two cards that came out from that first read. So vacillating. Maybe someone can't see the difference between indoors and outdoors because it all looks Greek. It's all Greek to me, right? Look, because both choices of paths are unknown. It's all Greek to me. I don't, you know, how do I decide which way to go? And I don't understand either path. All right, so now we go into the second read. This was done last night for today. Today is the 15th. And so that being the 24, 26, 28. So today's 28, is that right? Today is the 14th, right? All right, so today's actually 27, not the 28. So yesterday was the 26th, the Page of Wands, which makes sense because the day before was the Knight of Wands. So the 27 is the Ace of Wands. That's when this read was done last night. And it's for today, which is then the Two of Wands, 28, which is that choice of path, where we just had that indecision of the choice of path come up. So let's see where the second read goes. So I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck for the second read in front of you at 9:02 to 9:03. And at 9:11, some of the words were getting covered up, and F crystals came up, and then ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's. So that's coming up. But I'm also getting alls, like, you know, all, we are all, alls. So F crystals was coming up, so someone's obviously frustrated. And someone could have ALS, so that could be a message for someone. I finished the read at 9:22, which is the Hermit, and the 22 of the Fool. The 22 is very significant here because not only was it the time that I finished the read, but it was the number on the code line today. And we had major arcana of Karma, which is the Judgment card, Abundance, which is the Empress, Indigo, which is the Magician, a young magician. And before and after the read, we had Reflection before the read, which is the Hermit. After the read was the Solar Deity, or the Sun. Again, this is the SIRIAN Starseed deck. We had 1 cup, 3 pentacles, 3 wands, and 1 sword. So we had the 13 and 31 reflecting each other, which is death and then expansion. So expansion and then contraction. The court cards were the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. And before the read, the King of Wands came up along with the Knight of Swords, the 9 of Swords, which is not a court card, but it can reference that person suffering in silence. So we had 22 as the main number here. We also double threes in a lesser sense, which is the Christ vibration. And then we also had, so 22 is a double number, but it came up as on the code line 22 as well, and is the time I finished the read at 22. and the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut at 9:02, and the top of the page was 8:02, so 2 was a really big deal last night going into this read. So the other numbers that came up were 4 of the Emperor, 8 of the Strength card, besides the 22 and 33 of the Fool and the Christ vibration, the 7 of Wands, the 12 of the Hangman, the 23 of the King of Wands, the 34 of the 8 of Wands, the 48 of the 8 of Cups, walking away and within, the 89, the reflection of human temperature, which means it's too hot or too cold, and then 910, begin again and again and again. So the code line was all about teaching and learning, and in a lesser sense creativity, but teaching and learning. And it was significant with the Queen of Pentacles, and it was very simple. There weren't many words in the code line today. M22 comes up, off the lamb, so someone who's on the lamb. This is off the lamb of the divine feminine I am. And then Florida was also coming up, and Florida and me being my Sophia energy. So it's the divine masculine coming into his divine feminine energy. Also the mother coming into his mother energy of 2 twin flames, I am. Mother of 2 twin flames, I am. That's the main message. Also empty woe of the twin flames, I am. And then I was getting empty what woe. So who says that? Is that Elmer Fudd? Empty what woe of flames, I am. Like empty, always feeling like they're getting in trouble. What woe? What woe? Off flames, I am. Mother to the twin flame, I am. Teaching and learning. We start the read at 9:37, which is the Hermit and the 37 of the King of Cups, with the 2 of Cups reversed. Beneath that was Reflection reversed, King of Wands upright, the 10 of Swords reversed, and the 9 of Swords upright. So, and that's this underlying energy over here with the main underlying card and the clarifying mini cards on top. And I'm sweating like crazy, which means there's a lot of masculine energy coming in here. Over isolating, coming out, or going crazy, the King of Wands with the worst over, with the bliss setting in, the suffering and silence, they're dealing with a sister again, in disconnect or at a distance, working to align with their intuition or a secret passion, synchronicities and options of sovereign coming clean, getting clean, cleaning up their act or space, and grounding and integrating, not sleeping and rising above, or awakening and trying to get up and come out. The Knight of Cups ahead of the Queen of Wands reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed and Sovereign upright. The Queen of Wands reversed may be off their rocker, refusing to budge, or Sovereign above, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, or Sovereign is above the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, because they're obviously negative energy, in independence, or in dark, there's dark sludge dripping down from the Queen of Wands reversed to the Knight of Pentacles reversed, but the Sovereign seems unaffected or impenetrable by it at 9:47, which is the Hermit and the 7 of Cups. Or the King of Cups reversed is bored of not sleeping or waking to the Knight of Cups offer of love sent by the Queen of Wands reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and Sovereign upright in disconnect. The Ace of Pentacles offer is out, making sure it is seen and witnessed, to Aquarius reversed, Scorpio reversed, and Knight of Pentacles reversed, or depressed, avoiding the inevitable, stubborn bull. Faulty foundation and no dreams, no starry night, the leak in the ceiling and floods all around, the fall of Mary Magdalene and Jesus, or Jack and Jill, on strike or no work or disabled, or just no balls, afraid to move forward. Attraction comes up here, and beneath that is healing family issues. In energetic exchange with arrows of love, in the aftermath of sudden explosions or eruptions or epiphanies or jealous rage, where the worst is over, of the bliss, going crazy or coming out, time not on his side, or 3 ladies pissed, or all depressed, as well as the Hermit reversed and third party at a distance. The Hermit reversed turning gray or green with envy, cutting off the knob or alcohol, or trying to find just left of the middle in the soul to soul train. No more cleaning up others' messes. No more cleaning up others' messes. If they get caught, they must suffer their own consequences, or someone's no longer allowed to walk around naked. No more missing flame or wondering who they're with. No more cracking nuts in bed and cups left on the floor and kids unfed. No more 3 generations of women taking control of the wheel. It's time to take back control of your own life. With Scorpio reversed, Libra reversed, Virgo reversed, and Leo, I think that is there. So karmic completion comes up, it's number 10, and beneath that for the masculine was new beginnings, number 1. So after the new beginnings is karmic completion, 1 and then 10, going into the new cycle. It's like 1 to 10, really fast. Choosing a new path to the Queen of Cups, carrying a heavy load and rushing impatient or losing patience, synchronicities, options, or fireworks, and releasing lanterns, and watching a Viking ship sail in state of emergency, or break down, up, break through, or break in, stuck, blocked, or one roadblock is out of the way now. Grass and Chinese, or just seaweed and Chinese silk imports and exports, but now unable to go in or out. The country blocks or restrictions in place, releasing doves and ivy overflowing on a watery floor or cascade. Or the road was flooded so you couldn't get across, or waiting for a new car to be delivered, but there are overseas delays in transportation. Sagittarius reversed and Cancer reversed here. And this could be someone, like I said, someone's turning 17 or 16, and maybe they're getting together a special party or a special gift that was supposed to come in overseas, and there may be delays, or someone couldn't get to the event because there was a flood with water, or their car broke down, or literally it could be, I'm getting a young person's wedding to like a child, or like a coming out party, where and that had come up recently too, where they put the glass floor over the pool so it looks like you're walking on water. So that may be coming up here too. No vehicle or broken or travel restrictions, and the 2 of Cups is not seeing eye to eye or at a distance, not face to face. The Sovereign upright, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, in downturn, slowdown, or twist of fate, with karmic completion at 1014, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and the 14 of the Temperance, which is impatient here. The recent past is the King of Pentacles reversed, ungrounded, or perhaps they lost money or status, or they're just greedy and they're all about money. The Page of Wands, inspired by the grief process and announcements, judgment, or wake-up call, or an alarm system. Drained, sick, or crazy kids in need of sunshine, or overexposed or burned. The Page of Cups reversed, vulnerable, rejected, third party, or social distancing and bad influences, gossips, and overindulgers, throwing up or purging after perhaps a night out drinking, dumped or overwhelmed, pushed to their emotional limits, in a breakdown, state of emergency, and weak from new information coming in or clarity about the 10 of Pentacles reversed, family, business, community, or legacy, their dysfunction or loss, or secrets coming out. And the Page of Wands is inspired by this, excited on 2 different timelines. Aquarius upright, Leo double reversed, Cancer reversed here. And the foundation, or at the root of the matter, is the abundance, or Empress upright with open arms. Home and disconnect, or at a distance in the 5D world, or with their world upside down. The 10 of Pentacles reversed, rising above and reaping rewards, and dreaming, imagining, daydreaming. The 10 of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, over home or family gathering to distribute. It's like a family gathering, and not so much a party, but a gathering, perhaps to distribute money, pay debts, or an inheritance. Waking up over not seeing eye to eye, reaping and daydreaming on how to use these new savings, or what you've been able to save and not lose, with the world upside down, or near the end of a cycle. The central energy, or at the heart of the matter, the karma upright, the lotus open, receiving a new passion from the Knight of Wands upright and the Queen of Wands reversed, walking away at 1026, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands, who's very inspired right here. The Queen of Wands reversed, walking away to find peace. The challenge being no options, or chose a path but can't implement it right now, suffering in silence or stressed to the max, or dealing with sister, standing up to others to free themselves in a bold move to travel and or ascend. Awake Empress, or to her, in a bold move to travel and or ascend, awakening the Empress, or awakening to the Empress, finding peace away from those who see no options, or sailing away in the aftermath of sudden events or epiphanies, and standing up for or to the Queen of Swords upright, coming out with energetic exchange or expressing feelings, and being exiled from twin or kids, or twins and kids left out in the cold together, walking away sad, announcing a breakup or judgment with no affection, or singing sad love songs. And now the indigo upright in energetic exchange or arrows of love, or expressing their feelings at present with the King of Wands upright, Hermit, and King of Swords about a negative past, childhood, or difficult kids, or twins, and or brokenness, breaking patterns, and being the Knight of Cups, being love and offering love, to the Queen of Cups reversed, the prisoner, wounded warrior, Queen of Cups reversed, no longer patient, in exile, injured and left behind, in separation or heartbreak, and drained, in need of the sun or her sunshine, over isolating or going nuts, or a parent who's sick, and there's no surprise with new information coming in, new clarity, and holding their tongue about the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss at home. The King of Wands being affectionate at 1039, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups, or being at home or in union. Soon coming up for the Knight of Wands upright with a slow burn, the King of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Swords reversed, or a negative message about suffering in silence or a sister, purging up nights, grounding and integrating, the Magician manifesting a breakup or no affection in split, lie, BS, or just needing clarity in the situation, and reaping rewards, guarding their savings. The masculine sees himself as the Knight of Swords reversed, lashing out or holding tongue, impatient post-war, fighting with the King of Swords reversed, or self, the Six of Cups upright, and the Queen of Pentacles happy and stable, letting go to repair, fix, and mend, with the Queen of Swords, talking about unhappy family or end to an emotional cycle, and dissatisfaction alone of or with the King of Swords reversed. Around the masculine, or how they are seen, is the Four of Wands, the home, the union, the King of Cups reversed, Cancer reversed, on journey with the Devil or Capricorn, carrying the burden of the split, the divide, the lie, the BS, or the deception. Codependency over the King of Cups reversed, Atlas, over deception or getting up before the sun, and divided over the journey with good news, attention, success at home, and the block for the masculine being the Queen of Pentacles upright, justice of the ego death, coming together at work, or Libra upright and Leo reversed without affection at work, or with Gemini or twins in split, or who lied, or removing their own swords instead of waiting for someone else to do it. Creativity comes up and following your dreams, love partnership, music, and teaching and learning significantly came up for the masculine here. The detached King of Cups reversed and King of Pentacles reversed, no superhero, working to align with bliss, allow themselves bliss, the dark night and commitment to higher self, a higher calling, or end to Scorpio and Taurus, where the worst now is over. Working with crystals, the King of Wands sad to hear about breakup or lost love, or Gemini or twin, or King of Pentacles reversed and King of Cups reversed are not getting along at work or splitting up their partnership. Leo reversed is drained, sick, in the downturn or slowdown, or illness put into debt, so somebody else's illness could have put them into debt, or scams, maybe someone manipulated them out of their money, or inequitable relationship where someone's not sharing. Dumped, in the dumps, purging, crying, overwhelmed, sweating it out, or vomiting or peeing, and present to it all, one flame and separation, third strike, and the emperors on top. Rejected and vulnerable, and seeing synchronicities, or with options, new passion of the empress, overwhelmed and awakening at work, with the Hierophant upright, the King of Swords reversed, and the Magician upright, or Taurus upright, Libra reversed, and Gemini or Virgo upright in a three-way split. The Two of Cups reversed and disconnect with the Empress or Abundance, because abundance definitely came in here in the root energy here. The King of Swords reversed, holding their tongue at home, with Karmic or Aquarius challenged by no options, or Twin Flame, and the Knight of Wands upright, and the Queen of Pentacles upright, Indigo upright, those three all upright, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Indigo, and working to align, create, or organize, perhaps for the sick, or drained, the kids, or Leo reversed, overwhelmed, purging at present in separation. Going crazy, the King of Wands in bliss, but then suffering in silence, or dealing with sister again in disconnect. The King of Pentacles reversed, blocked. The Empress, judgment or announcement, opening the crown to the indigo energy, which can be a child, and going into their magician embodiment, and challenged by no options or twins. And the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Wands upright, home with Queen of Pentacles working with crystal magic. Depleted and dumped, present to flame in split. Okay, so that was the second read, and I'm going to pull you another energy card. So let's see what the takeaway is for this read. It was interesting that the card's up in front of you because it was here. This is the Page of Cups, and then the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Empress, and then the Ace of Cups, and then the Hangman awake there, and then the Three of Pentacles on the end there. So it's like, it looked like the Empress offering passion to things, right? And the Page of Cups, and then the business or the awakened person at the workplace offering love, but the Ace of Cups in this read was actually reversed. So not offering love to the Empress there. So it's kind of interesting the way the aces were pointing, each pointing to somebody else, like not offering to each other, but to others. So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all is concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? For this read, what is the takeaway? Let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned. And fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. What is the takeaway from this read? All right, we have envy. And green with envy definitely came up in the read. So there's an energy of judgment here with the 20 and envy. And it's coming up as a feminine energy here, or this could be a feminine masculine as well. But it, it's typical of the dark mother, or the person who wasn't a mother, never got to be a mother, scorned. And next we have the Metatron energy. So this is certainly a polarity here between the 20 of judgment and then the 6th chakra archangel Metatron, and number 40, which is the Page of Cups. So these are the opposite ends of the spectrum, like being totally sweet and innocent and being totally dark. And again, showing you the two opposites so that you can then collapse them together into one, okay, to come to the middle. And there's the man holding the coin. So there's your middle point. The 43 of joy and coming together with a strong man. This can very much be like the King of Pentacles, but he's reversed in this read. So the need, and in the read too, the masculine was looking for the point, like the point just left of the middle, right, to come to the 0 point place and err on the side of light. So this is perhaps the decision he's come to about that. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the journey. So again, this has been coming up a lot yesterday and today. This is about, staying in the rainbow, staying in the present moment, right? Between the 2 points on the bridge, not worrying about where you're going until you get there, to just enjoy the journey. Don't worry about the destination. Number 2 is the High Priestess, to transcend the option, you know, to be in it but not of it. To stay at the 0 point so that you can co-create from the present moment and just allow things to expand naturally. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go. This also can be someone going on a journey or leaving and very excited and truly just stopping in the middle of the bridge to enjoy the moment of their freedom, because this could be someone who's been committed or tied up for a long time and now they're off on a journey. So this could be a child leaving the house for the first time or a partner leaving a relationship, for sure. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you guys. Make sure you drink your water and get your rest, get your joy. Joy is definitely coming up with that. King of Pentacles was the 43, the 3 of Cups. And make sure to go out and touch some nature with your hands, not just with your sneakers on the cement. Rise and be love.